How's it going, everyone? Cyclops with Paramount Cyclops here, and wow, what was it? 6, 7, 8 months ago, I did a segment on Tesla and how it had become the most valuable car company in the world. And that was quite a feat. They'd gone from struggling and people complaining that they weren't getting their vehicles and wondering if they were even going to be able to make production and make enough cars to meet demand, to where they are now, a great big expensive conglomerate company. And more money, more problems. Makes sense. More money, you're producing more product. The more product you produce, the more likelihood something's gonna fail. Just like every other mechanical equipment. Me and mechanical equipment, I know it. And more moving parts you put in, the more you put into it, the more chance something is going to fail. Well, Tesla, something failed. The U.S. Road Safety Agency is investigating 115,000 Tesla vehicles after receiving complaints of suspension failure. And that's just 2 days after the release, recall, of 9,000 Model X cars. So I did want to get into this, and I didn't know too much about Teslas, so I kind of wanted to get into this. So the story is from Daily Mail. This one from right here is insiders.com. These are people sharing their own personal stories and pictures and whatnot. This is the suspension that is breaking right here. The suspension is a linkage. When that fails, the tire actually drops up and hits the wheel lining, which can cause some pretty severe things. When you hit that wheel lining, if you've got enough weight on it, that tire will actually dead stop. You've got enough friction and enough weight on the top that it'll dead stop. So you've got motion, forward motion. If you're driving, you're in forward motion. You've got one tire that dead stops. You've still got forward inertia. You're on an angle because you've dropped with one dead tire, so all your inertia is going to your back right end, and that's going to swing you around, which could cause all kinds of issues. Luckily, nobody has been hurt yet. There's an interesting video here, though. Watch this. Let's see if we can hear it.
So it appears that we have about a 1/4 inch of slop in my right upper control arm.
So that one is presumably normal, a little bit of play. Okay. The complaint is that with the vibration, and then they say that that is, according to the stories of most of these people that have shared their stories of this failure in their vehicles, a commonality that on acceleration there was some heavy vibration. That would be that linkage giving way. You've got more space in it. So as you accelerate, there's more play. And that's play. Now watch this next one.
And as you can see on my left, it is deteriorated to the point that I can wiggle it in and out. I do not suspect that is normal wear and tear.
Imagine that happening. That's what prevents your tire from hitting the lining, the wheel lining. Imagine if you're going at a high rate of speed. Imagine if you had your Tesla in ludicrous speed and you're going and that happened. Could be bad. So at least it's caught and they're doing a recall. The U.S. government's road safety agency is investigating complaints that suspension can fall on nearly 115,000 Tesla electrical vehicles. So that's 115,000 on top of the 9,000 that have already been recalled. The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration says that it has 43 complaints that linkages near the ball joints can fail, allowing contact between the tire and wheel liner. The probe announced on Friday on the agency's website covers 2015 through 2017 Model S sedans and 2016 through 2017 Model X SUVs. And the story's pretty much been about what you would expect from owners and people sharing their stories of this. there is failure. They take it to the shop. Some people are able to, using their state's laws, of course, obviously look up your state's laws. In New Mexico, we do have a lemon law. I don't remember what the days are, but there's a certain number of days when you get a car. If something goes wrong with it, you can lemon your car, take it back, and they have to take it back. It's a lemon. They sold you an inferior car. They didn't sell you what they had thought. There's a process to it. It's not as simple as lemoning your car. You have to actually prove things, and there's a process to it. I don't know exactly what the process is. I just know that it exists. But other people have had to pay these huge bills, and they have had individuals at the Tesla repair shops tell them, no, that vibration is normal. However, these are owners that have owned previous Teslas who said, no, that vibration doesn't happen with my other Teslas. So what's going on here? I've had stories like this. The car that I just bought had an issue where randomly it wouldn't unlock. Randomly the radio wouldn't go off when the car turned off. Randomly all kinds of things would happen. The battery would always die. New cars shouldn't do that. Took it to the shop. They couldn't figure it out. Took it to the shop again. They couldn't figure it out. They kept thinking I was making it up. I said, look, it works for 2 days. Then all this weird stuff happens. Then the battery dies. Then I charge it. Battery works. Car works for a couple days. It's under warranty. I finally got tired of it. I'm a mechanical engineer. Whatever. I figured it out. Found out it was a corrupted battery. Got a brand new battery. Paid for it. And said, yeah, you guys had no idea what you were talking about. Business. It's all about the money. That linkage from the head of this article is this one right here. And that's a bad break. That comes from that play inside the linkage happening. The more play that you have inside that linkage, the more distance it has to create force against the metal, which creates more distance, which creates more play, which creates more force, which creates more distance until the metal breaks. Hey, Tesla. You know, the bounds from Tesla, though, you got to say, they have come up really fast. I remember watching the documentary in the beginning when they first started, and they were following them around, and people were saying, look, I'm waiting a long time for my Tesla, and they were wondering if they could even manufacture them, enough of them in time to where they are now. The recall is happening, and that is a good thing. If you guys are a Tesla owner of those models, the 2015 through 2017, might want to at least just take it in and maybe have it checked just for your own safety. What could it hurt? Ask them for a goodwill check. Tell them there was a recall and you just want a goodwill check. Tesla does. It's what they call them, goodwill checks. All right. You guys are awesome. I love you guys. Let's push for that 2,000 subscribers. We can get there. You guys are amazing. I'll see you on the next one.